Hi, this is Charlie Page with a warning. You may be missing out on a huge opportunity and not even know it. I want to talk to you about 4 major thank you page mistakes to avoid. This is something that I guarantee you 99% of people don't think about, and it can make a big difference over time. The problem is this. Most of us are wasting an opportunity on the thank you pages that we use. Now, the thank you pages are the pages that a person sees after they join your list, or they buy a product, or they download a free gift, or leave a comment or fill in a survey. Every time a person takes an action on your site, they're taken to the next page, and the next page is called a thank you page. These pages can be an important source of revenue if we take the right actions, and happily, this is very easy to fix. Most thank you pages help the company that provides the thank you page, the company where we have our list. In other words, your autoresponder company. But they don't help us. Here's an example. This is a thank you page from Ontraport. Now, if I don't define the thank you page when I create my opt-in form, this is what people are going to see. I use Ontraport and I love Ontraport. I use them for almost everything. But I don't want to advertise for them for free when I could be doing something for myself. So here is how to solve the problem. First, decide that you're going to control the thank you page and not use the one your autoresponder provides. That's the first thing. You've got to make that decision. Next, create specific thank you pages for each situation where you're building your list. Number 1, where people join your list. If you have a mailing list or multiple mailing lists, that's a situation. When people buy a product, what is the thank you page they see? Does it just say thank you, or does it do something more? When they download a free gift, or when they answer a survey that you put out. If you change your thank you pages, you can add selling power to every one of those thank you pages. You can avoid the following 4 mistakes. You ready? Here we go. Mistake number 1 is not making a second offer on the thank you page. If you're selling, this can be an upsell. So if you've just sold someone something, this can be an upsell. Now, I'm not advocating you have those 5 or 9 upsells that people are trapped into, but I'm talking about just making a consistent, congruent offer with whatever they just did or purchased. If you're building your list, this can be a low-cost tripwire offer, or if you're selling something, it can be a logical upsell. Mistake number 2, not asking them to join another list. There are dozens of ways to make money with this. One is to offer the person who just joined your list to join another one of your lists. That can be very powerful. So if you have a newsletter that you put out, also offer them the ability to join a list to learn more about one of your services or your products. Or you can let them join the list of a joint venture partner of yours and charge that partner a fee. This is called co-registration. You can rent out your thank you pages by doing this. You can actually turn your thank you page into a profit center by putting a form on them for someone else and charging that person a fee every time they get a new subscriber. Huge companies like Agora specialize in this. Mistake number 3, no urgency on the thank you page. Here's what you want. You want your new subscriber to open your first email immediately. And I mean right now, immediately. The way you do that is to tell them on the thank you page that a surprise gift is inside the email. Make them so curious that they can't help but go and open that email right now. And then over-deliver in your first email. Make the first gift great, not just good. Do that and your sender reputation will go through the roof, because the ISPs, the people who control what email gets delivered, they look at these things very carefully, whether people are opening your emails or not. Whether you know it or don't know it, they're looking at that for all people who send email. Mistake number 4, no sharing on your thank you page. When is a person the most excited about you and your products? Let me ask you. When are they the most excited about you and your products? When they first join your list or when they make a purchase. This is why your thank you page is the perfect place to ask them for a referral. Ask them to share your name or the URL of your website with their friends. Now, you can use social media buttons to do that if you want to. That's not my recommendation because that kind of gets watered down in the fast-moving timeline of Twitter or Facebook. Better yet, use a tell-a-friend form where they can actually use email to send a person a message saying, I recommend this particular person or this particular site. They can send a message directly to their friends on that tell-a-friend form, and the message will be about you, which is what you want. Will all of them do it? No, not all of them will. If you put a tell-a-friend form on your thank you page, will all people use it? No, of course not. But if 1% of them do it, that's 100% more than you're getting now, right? Changing the way you approach your thank you pages can make a huge change in your business over time. You set it up once and it runs on autopilot. You only have to do it once. Just like my teaching about the $11,000 404 error page. What's happening when people go to your site right now and they try to find a URL that is an error? Do they get the WordPress 404 page? Do they get something plain? I tell you what, I turned mine around and you can too. You can get that teaching on charliepage.com. And you can get much more like this on charliepage.com. I hope you visit me there. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with your friends or leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. This is Charlie Page. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great day.